Welcome back, Commanders. Steve here. This is Command Centre Wargaming. Fantastic, everybody. So we've got a little bit to discuss today. The first thing on the agenda is this Kill Team expansion. We've finally gotten a release announcement, like a proper formal, outline from the Warhammer community. And I also want to have a chat to you about some of my opinions on a bit of controversy that's going on around the miniwargaming.com, that awesome mini wargaming channel. I'm subscribed to it. It's one of the first channels that I subscribe to. It's probably, I dare say, one of the biggest channels on the net, and probably one of the first channels that was actually, of good production value. It started off small and then it sort of grew, which, I've been watching that channel for years. But anyway, I wanted to have a little bit of a chat to you guys about that, just share some opinions, get your opinion on it, see what you think about the whole ordeal. It's in regards to their, there's a bit of controversy going on about their painting partners program. And apparently there was a bit of backlash, and I think it's Mike from Mini Wargaming, that guy, awesome nerdy looking dude with the glasses. I mean, that's all of us really, isn't it? Yeah, so he did a video on that, but we'll discuss that later in the video. So there are a few other things. Basically, Warhammer Fest is happening. It's going to be happening any day now. I believe I'm one day ahead of everybody here in Australia, but I'll be covering that. I'll be giving all my thoughts and opinions on all the Warhammer Fest stuff. I'm pretty sure they're going to be announcing the contrast paints stuff there. They're also probably going to be releasing a few new models and stuff like that as well, like announcing them. And I think it'd be awesome. So stay tuned to the channel for that. I'll be covering that. And if you like what you see and you want to keep up to date with the latest wargaming news, reviews, tactics, painting tutorials, everything which relates primarily around Warhammer, please subscribe to the channel. It's awesome. And join the community here. The other thing is too, what I've been doing, I'm obviously, guys, so everybody knows this, just a quick disclaimer. So I'm currently very busy with work. I'm also moving at the same time. So I'm keeping the videos going out, but if there's a day or so missed here and there, or a couple of days between videos, please forgive me, but we'll be back up to normal daily, every other day release of videos once I complete that move and everything. And as you know, got to pay the bills. So, I earn absolutely nothing from this channel. I do this out of the love of my own heart. So, but unfortunately, I do have a very, 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 very demanding professional life. I work in computer games. So, and everything else around that. So it gets pretty brutal. So yeah, but anyway, with that said, it's all good. And I've just been in the 4 hours that I've had off over the last few days. I'm currently brutalizing a new Alpha Legion painting technique. Now, if anyone's seen my other Alpha Legion painting technique a couple of videos ago, I got a showcase video there. That's really awesome. We got some epic feedback about it, blah, 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 blah. Take a look for yourself. But now I feel as though I'm happy with, I won't say perfected, because, what's perfected? Everyone has an opinion. Some people think, something's bad. Some people think it's good. I saw a tutorial that went up the other day on what I consider to be a tabletop standard white scar with a little bit of a glow effect that, they easily could have done with a transparent paint in one hit, or a glow paint. Right, or a fluorescent paint in one hit. But that video got 5,000 subscribers and 40,000 views. So everybody's got a different opinion. Why you wouldn't just use a glow effect, a glow paint, a translucent paint? I don't know, but clearly that's what people are into. So like I said, everybody got their opinions on what's good, what's not. But I did have a lot of good feedback about my Alpha Legion. So I'm happy with the 40k side. So what I'm doing, I'm just setting out to perfecting the my 30k side, because I've been also invited to a really epic event in Sydney. It's epic painted armies only. Now it's exclusive club, exclusive events. And I'm hoping they're going to let me do some filming eventually. So I really got to get my 30k army up and running. Like that. I don't think it will infringe on anything, because I think they do a podcast, but I don't think they do have a YouTube channel. But we'll have to wait and see. Like, we all know, like, you know, people can get funny about this kind of stuff. You know, so whatever. But I'll give it a go. So yeah, so that's kind of the stuff I've been doing. I've also been working on a Thousand Suns list. As you know from the channel, from the previous update, as I've been chatting with Adam Edgar, you know, I've been doing a little bit of work in Death Guard. Death Guard are a very good army. I wouldn't say they're my absolute favourite army of the most favourite, but I still like them. I've got a massive army of Death Guard. And so I've, you know, been doing some screening techniques of that, and having a look at that. And yeah, so Adam Edgar's basically requested that we do a little bit more Death Guard. And I've said, well, look, because he said he'd like to see my army. I said, yep, not a problem. My current Death Guard army is probably just a bit over tabletop standard. It's nothing crazy. And the reason is just because, like, you know, as I said, it's one of my secondary armies. But as I said to Adam, what we'll do is I can always, you know, do up a squad and then turn that into a painting tutorial and stuff like that as well. Which should be awesome. So yeah. Anyway, and so let's go have a look at this. Let's go have a look at here what's in the news for this kill team, and the pop vinyls. So I'll just cover this very quickly. I actually got mine. I was going to do an unboxing on the channel with it, but there's not really much to unbox, so I just opened it. But I thought, like, I'll just show you guys. Like, I don't know why I bought this. I was flaming them out, like, so much over the last couple of weeks when I saw it as well. I don't know, but it was like $19 Australian. I was kind of like, yeah, whatever. You know, it'd be cool to have for the channel. Like, stick him up there on the shelf. And when I move and I set up my new command center, I'm hoping to have it basically like, you know, a bit of a green screen so we can get some, like, you know, videos, some motion graphics going in the background. And I thought he'd be pretty cool to just have sitting there. But I will say, Jesus, a crap paint job. I've seen online, like, heaps of people have been going through and repainting them. Like, some people have been doing a Death Watch and all that. And I don't blame them, because it's horrible. Like, it's not even washed. It's literally just a base color. There's no wash in there or anything. It's just horrible. Like, I mean, you'd think that in terms of, like, you know, audience demographic and product placement, you'd think that, like, they would know they're selling this stuff to, like, painters or people that would be, like, you know, in sort of like the, you know, the interest of painting. I mean, honestly, like, someone painting for a day could do better than that. Like, it's pretty weak. But anyway, like I said, I don't know why I bought it, but I thought I'd share it with you guys. I'm not going to buy any more of them, but as we can see here from the community Warhammer community page, there are a few available. You've got the Space Wolf, which almost looks like more of a Kakaradon sort of like tattoo going on there on his face. And then you've got the this Blood Angel, which is an assault marine, I believe. He's got like a little bit of a jetpack and like a yellow helmet. I mean, I couldn't even have made the helmet gold. Like, guys, you know, like, couldn't you have just made the helmet gold? Like, I know we're on a budgeting here, guys. I know Games Workshop charge a kidney for, as Locke would say, how many kidneys would we have to give to Games Workshop? But I know that, you know, I know that we're on a budget here. We've got to pay our royalties to GW, but, you know, you could have at least put some gold paint on the Blood Angel. You know, and I get that they can be yellow as well, but it's kind of just like, you know, like, I think on the Codex it looks gold, and, you know, I've seen some of the other pop vinyls and stuff like that, and they all, you know, they have, like, you know, color shifting paints and everything on those things. So, you know, I don't know, a little bit of more love on those would have been good. And then we have a Dark Angel, which I've never been massive with the hoods on the Space Marines. I'll be honest. Like, I love Dark Angels, don't get me wrong, but I just think that Dark Angels should still be Marines, like, with the helmets and that. Because, I don't know, the whole hooded thing just reminds me of, like, a Nike ad or like a, you know, like a homeboy sort of thing. And I don't know, like, whatever, if it's your thing, that's great, but I've never been particularly big on it. I don't mind it, obviously, in Chaos, because to me, it's kind of the thing that Chaos would do. But with that said, you know, I guess I guess, you know, Dark Angels is sort of chaos anyway, right? So, you know, but anyway. So guys, if you can hear that banging and construction in the background, hopefully you can't because I've got a lapel. But that's essentially why I'm moving, right? So if anyone wants to know, Steve, why you're moving, you know, like a lot of people said to me, oh, Steve, you got this awesome apartment and that in CBD. But like, not only is it close to one of my workplaces, but like also there's just like, it's just brutal construction, like day in, day out. Because they're doing a lot of developments here. Because in the where I live, like near Darling Harbour, it's there's a lot of like buildings, commercial buildings, hotels, and everything, and they're constantly building stuff. And it's just like, as you can see, like it's super hard to like do videos as well. So yeah, awesome. Anyway, back to it. So Kill Team coming next week, most likely going to be revealed at the Warhammer Fest, I hope. So yeah, we've gone through the pop vinyls, so I'm not going to go through any of that. So first of all, I think it's absolutely fantastic we're getting this Kill Teams of Elites. That means all these Terminators and stuff that I've got sitting there, because I just like painting Terminators. I know like heaps of people do, like Spec and that loves painting Terminators. We all love Terminators, okay? All the models that you might have had from your Space Hulk box, things like that, or like, for example, my Death Watch Terminators and all that kind of stuff, which I don't use much anymore. You know, what about that Bolter rule, guys? I don't know about that. We might cover that in another video, that getting nerfed. But, so I think it's fantastic because it means that like, you can just go out there and be like, well, I really like Deathwing Terminators, right? So I just go out there, buy a set of Deathwing Terminators, even if I don't have a Dark Angel army, which I do, but, you know, and then you paint them up, and you say, okay, I'm going to play with these down here. My Custodes as well, you know? And there's just times when, like, you know, I want to go have a quick game of Warhammer, but I don't want to lug, like, a whole case down to Games Workshop. But at the same time, like, you know, I just want to have, like, I want to have a good army represented on the field. That's just the way I like to play. You know, and now, like, a lot of the painting that I do is mostly elite armies. So now it gives me the chance to use those units like Custodes and stuff like that. So so I think it's really awesome. And we're going to go through a little bit of the rules and that. And I don't know why Custodes weren't released in the first place. Really, like I understand they're powerful. Even Terminators, I understand they're powerful. But they're not that powerful. I mean, Custodes die. You just put 3 of them on the table. Like, you know, Rubric Marines already basically have a 2-up because of the -1 damage weaponry in Kill Team. You know, plus they got their Psychic. Grey Knights have got their Psychic, so I never really got it. I think maybe it was like a release monetary thing from GW. But that's fine as well, you know. But I'm just happy they're here, and I'm happy I could take my Custodes down for a bit of a bash, you know, because, yeah. Anyway, so let's go through. So if you thought your hard-bitten kill teams of covert operatives were elite specialists within their field, you'd be right. However, if you think they're the best of the best, think again. Get ready to take your game to the next level with Kill Team Elites. So essentially, it's really cool because what I like so much about Kill Team is that, you know, it goes through and it gives your models more personality. So, you know, it kind of makes, like, Space Marines are all kind of mini heroes in their own right, but it just takes it to that, like, sort of next level where it gives them, like, you know, more character. You know, I've always sort of looked at Kill Team as being a little bit of a mix of an RPG and Warhammer, which I think is really awesome. So yeah, we have the Elite book here, which is fantastic, and it's good to see some more Imperial Fist love coming out, which kind of, you know, it leads me to believe, you know, we've already had a lot of love for Fists. You know, could there be something coming? I know a lot of people have been saying Rogal Dawn for Primarch. I was saying that last year too, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I think it's going to be White Scars. And I always have said that, if you remember on the channel, basically linking it to speeders and stuff. And I also linked it as well. Well, only Adonis actually pointed this out to me. It's basically linking up with the Game of Thrones release as well. So, you know, Games Workshop like to draw inspiration from things and borrow ideas. And it's only practical, like, as I said, when you release something games-wise, that you go through and you time your releases to schedules of other media. I do it all the time. You know, everybody does it. It's just smart release strategy. Yeah. So that's awesome, and it's great. And we're going to get a new book by the looks of it. Now, the thing is that I'm kind of wondering at what point Kill Team will just become a 500-point version of 8th edition. Because it's already very similar to 8th edition. So it's like, you know, but I suppose this is separate because, you know, yeah. But I'm just wondering that. I was like, how far will they push it? Like, are they going to add like dreadnoughts next? Are they going to then allow you to take one vehicle? And then it's kind of just like, well, hang on a minute. I'm just playing like an RPG version of Kill Team now, of 8th edition now, you know? So, you know, but whatever, it's good. So we can see here, we get some new commanders we're able to bring in. All right, so this hotly anticipated expansion brings some of the heaviest hitters in the Warhammer 40,000 universe to the skirmish battlefield, from Chaos Terminators and Snazgun Todding Flashgits to the towering Wraith Guard of the Eldari and the legendary warriors of the Custodian Guard. Ooh, yeah, my favorite. And if that wasn't exciting enough already, there are also powerful new commanders, including a nigh-killable Lord of Contagion, which is going to be awesome. Also, I don't know if anybody's seen it, we've also got a Space Marine Heroes Set 3, which is Kill Team Terminators. I'll see about putting them up on the... I'll do a video for that. They're definitely going to be getting reviewed. I might even do some giveaways as well. And if it wasn't exciting, we already have, it was about commanders, including Nightclub Contagion, Tower Commander in the VX-85 Enforcer Battlesuit, as well as some legendary operatives from the form of Boss Snickrot, Illic Night Spear, and Sly Marbo. Okay, Sly Marbo is one of my favorites. It's basically just like Sylvester Stallone, you know, but like as Imperial Guardsman. And he's completely broken on the... yeah, he's pretty much broken on the table. His rules are just literally ridiculous. But anyway, it is what it is, I suppose. And did we mention all the awesome new sub-faction rules such as Chapter Tactics, Yukari Obsessions, and Cult Creeds? If you're looking to jump right into this new expansion, there are 3 new Kill Team sets, each boasting a famed and highly elite Kill Team with their own background skills and equipment, though you can also build them as you see fit to make them your own Kill Team. These first 3 elite Kill Teams are Flashgits of Tripura, Crew, and the Death Guard Terminators of the Dolorous strain, and the Thousand Suns Scarab Occult Terminators known as Fractal Blades. So that's awesome too, because it means, like, you know, when I go paint my Occult Terminators up for the Thousand Suns army, it also means that I have that option to just use them in Kill Team as well. Like, even if I decide not to use them, which is fantastic. And you can see here some of the pictures. I'll just basically expand these. Right, you could see that there. Right, here we have the you know, the Occult Scarab Occult Terminators. And I mean, it's cool because you know, you get a bit of terrain with it as well. And these terrain pieces are pretty cool. You know, you can use them. It's the same, but whatever. Like, you know, you can scatter terrain. You know, like everybody can use some scatter terrain. So yeah. And then we got, you know, we've already gone through the Funko Pop, Vinyl, Space Marines, etc. Okay, so we won't just go through them. You know, we know about those, and quite frankly, that, you know, they're not the highlight of the topic, in my opinion. But look, if you want to know more about those little guys, just let me know in the comments down below, and I could do a video up on it, etc. Fantastic. Okay, so let's just quickly talk about, I just want to give you my opinion on that mini wargaming stuff that's happened. So I woke up this morning, I was kind of like, had some meetings and that, and I went on to Facebook, checked, you know, all the groups and everything, and you know, I had a chat with Adam a bit. But and then I sort of saw this video, and it was that mini wargaming guy, Mike Batrep or whatever it is, and like, fantastic channel. Like, what those guys have done. I know there's some other channels out there who are, you know, running fundraisers for Necron Titans and things like that, and, you know, like well, no comment there, but you know, but like that channel, that mini wargaming channel, it's pretty real. You know, that's pretty real. And you know, I think that like people sort of have to understand that like, you know, content creators, especially, you know, on that size, like they have to keep things running. Now, that channel has like a massive office. As he says in the video, he's got employees, like he has to pay them, right? He's got like 10 people, probably even more working for him. That's not even including like, I'd imagine his contractors and things like that. And like, don't get me wrong, like totally it shouldn't be about the money, okay? Totally, 100%. If you're doing a YouTube channel, especially in Warhammer, because it's such a small niche, then and for the money, well then number one, I'd say you're ethically a moron, but number two, you're an idiot because you're not going to make a lot of money. There are plenty of other things that you can YouTube, like bikini models or photography or pranks or whatever it is you want to do. Like those are just some things that come to my head. But there are plenty of things that you can do to make money a lot better than what you will running a Warhammer YouTube channel. All right. Like, as I said, this money costs me, this channel costs me money. Not only the money, but it costs me time. And like, you know, I'm not by any stretch rich at all, you know, far from it. But, you know, like every time I put time into this channel, it's money I don't get paid from, you know, my 5 other jobs and all this kind of stuff like that. So, I mean, like right now, I just missed a call from someone. You know, I'm going to go in, just sort that later. But that's not the point. That's not here nor there. Like, you know, you do this for the love of it. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, look, I don't know the guys from Mini Wargaming personally. I don't know them like, you know, I don't know them at all, really. I watch their channel, but I don't think these guys are really all about the money. I don't think they're like out to stuff people over or anything like that. And so basically what's happened is, just for a bit of a recap for those of you who don't know, they have this thing called the Painting Partners Program. And what it is, they've had it for about 6 years now, apparently. And what it is basically, because obviously they have these massive games, they have all these terrains, all that kind of stuff like that. And so they said, well, look, we need to get like more stuff painted, right? And those guys are there editing videos, cutting videos, doing the bat wraps. And any of the fellow YouTubers on here, I know there's a few YouTubers who've got channels, you know, that are subscribed to me and that, and thank you. But we all know like how much time this stuff can take. Like even today, like I reckon this will be a 3-hour thing. Just this quick video here. Once I record it, chuck it in, even without editing. I know, because I've had trolls and that come on, try blast me and going, oh, Steve, you don't even edit your videos. Well, it's not true. I do edit my videos, but I don't go crazy, because it's either I put something up as raw as I can, or the video doesn't get done. Because like, you know, someone, you know, you know what I mean? Like, it's just basically like that. And the other thing is like, obviously I like my videos to be raw. That's the whole point of my videos. There ain't no scripts here. Right? Okay. It's just me raw, having a chat to you guys one-on-one, you know, like we're having discussions. We're sharing the love of what we love, the hobby that we love. That's what this channel's about. Right? And that's literally what it's about. And, you know, and like, you know, one day if I do start to get commercial with it, which I sort of already have in a way, like I have people who give me stuff for free to review it. You know, I have sort of like unwritten sort of deals with events and stuff like that. They, you know, they help to show me the channel, all that. And, you know, nothing crazy, but just, you know, patting each other on the back, you know, just tapping each other on the back. But if I ever do that, it's only going to be for one reason. I'm still not going to make any money from it. It's just so that like it offsets, or it basically gets you guys more prizes. But anyway, I'm going off in a tangent. That's nor here nor there, right? So going back to Mini Wargaming. So they have armies and armies and armies of stuff, right? They can't paint stuff or anything. They do hire people to paint stuff, okay? As well, all right? But, you know, you got to understand, like, they would be earning good money from their channel, 100%. But by the time you pay for rent, you know, all the equipment, the costs of employing all those people there, then all the other stuff, you know, I doubt there'd be a crazy turnaround on it. Like, you know, I think they're making money, like, or they wouldn't be doing it. But I don't think they're like, you know, as I said, there's probably a lot of other things that they could be doing, you know, to make better amounts of money. But so they came up with this thing. It's like a partner program where painters, or aspiring painters or aspiring YouTube content creators, all that kind of stuff, go on and they can paint stuff up for Mini Wargaming, and then they don't get paid for it in money, but then Mini Wargaming goes through and makes a like a video of them promoting them to the community. Now, as you know, Mini Wargaming is huge. It's probably one of the biggest channels on the internet, right? Second to that other guy with the grey hair, uncle with the TM miniatures or whatever. I used to love his videos, but I don't watch him anymore because he just became a sooky whinge. I can't remember what his name is. He calls himself the grandfather or something. I don't know. Uncle Tim or something. Anyway, doesn't matter. So point of the matter is, like, even though I'm kind of whinging right now, aren't I? But not really. I'm more discussing, right? So so they've been doing that for ages, okay? But apparently, so what's happened is they put a video up, and I did see that video, and then there's been this massive backlash. All these people have complained to him, written to him, oh, you scabs, you know, you scammers, you're trying to take advantage of the Warhammer painting community. You don't want to pay people for painting the models, so you've developed this scheme to basically go through and all that kind of. I'm sorry, but like that to me is a load of rubbish. And I'm not, as I said, I don't know these people. They probably think I'm crap. Like they probably don't even know who I am. There's like a channel with barely 1,000 subscribers, right? They probably wouldn't even know who I am, and whatever. I don't care. As I said, I don't need validation. I have enough validation in my personal life and in my professional life. I don't need validation off YouTube. It's not why I do it. I do it because I like talking about it, and I like you guys. You know, I mean, you all know me. A lot of the times I always reply to you by name and everything. I know pretty much most of, but 99% of the regular content commenters on here. Like I know. So through the internet, that is, right? So basically, so I consider all you guys friends. So the thing is that they receive this backlash, and I'm kind of thinking, well, here's the thing, right? And this is my thoughts on it. Now, apparently the big deal is that they went out asking painters if they want to do it. So they went out and basically like were selecting people, actually contacting people. And then instead of just letting the painters come to them, apparently, this is what I read in a comment, right? So just to say, don't quote me on that, but apparently they were going out contacting people. And again, I don't see the problem with that either. Because chances are, like I watched it in a video even before, I would have known about it. I didn't get contacted, but like, I'm not a professional painter. Like, it doesn't worry me either way. Like, I probably could be. I've been asked many times to do commissions. I've been told many times I should go off and start all that stuff, but I just don't have the time. So, and it's, as I said, like, it's just, I have a jobs, so the money that I earn in real life is not going to be enough to justify me sitting there painting something for hours. Otherwise I would totally start a commission service. I've thought about it many times. But anyway, long story short, they're saying that because they asked for it and all this kind of stuff that it's a scam and all that. And I think that's rubbish, to be honest. Let me know in the comments what you think below. But the way I see it is like this: like, they're giving you something back. Like, if someone said to me, Steve, can you paint a squad of Ultramarines for me? And I will basically then, show your YouTube channel in front of 300,000 subscribers all over YouTube. I'd be like, heck yeah. I'm telling you now, and this is where I get a bit poo-poo with the community, is that like, that there is going to be worth way more than some miniature painting. What are you going to get? What are you going to get monetary-wise from some miniature painting, right? We're going to get a couple of $100 for a squad of 5 dudes, paint an elite. Or maybe if you're super elite, right? Then basically like Easy or Giuseppe or whatever, maybe you might get $1,000 or something for a squad, right? But I can tell you now, ain't no one on the internet, including myself, that's as epic as those two guys. So I'm sorry, but yeah. So this is the thing, like, what are you going to get? You know, like, how much it costs to get that kind of marketing done? Like, it's crazy. But anyway, and I think it all sort of comes down to, you know, and I kind of experienced this on the channel here a little bit myself, not from our subscribers, but just more passers by. And people seem to get, like, there's this sort of, like, thing going around that, like, people, you know, like, people are entitled, like, people are owed this and they should have everything for free. And I think a lot of people do these channels out of their goodwill, you know. So you have to understand, when you're getting, like, a free service, you can't exactly ask for a receipt, you know. And you know, I think people need to understand as well, like, in Mini Wargaming's situation, is that, like, you know, they're actually providing opportunities for people, in my opinion, right? There are heaps, and I've seen it in the comments, and they said it themselves. There are heaps of painters, heaps of channels that were nothing. And then they were given the opportunity, Mini Wargaming pumped them out, and now they're off and running, right? And it's kind of just like, you know, and I just think it's a shame, because of a bunch of whingers. Now we have, like, a whole heap of people who are going to miss out, who really could have benefited from the generosity of miniwargaming.com. Like, I just want to say, they were the people that pretty much started all this stuff on YouTube, as far as I know. They were a lot longer than Mr. Duncan and his 1-2 combo on the official Warhammer channel, right? So, like I said, these guys were doing painting videos, they were doing bat reps, rule reports, they're doing codex reviews, you know, and all that stuff costs time and money. They got to keep the wheels going in the studio. And it's not even about making money, but as a business, they've got to look at, like, you know, mitigating costs. And I really think that, like, you know, in regards to the community, not all community, but some of the community, like, there's this sort of culture out there, which is just a friggin' whinge, right? And it's like, you know, so these people have whinged now, and it's just like, so now, like, there's opportunities for, like, that are gone for all these people. And it's like, here's the thing. If you don't like it, if you don't want to put your minis in for free, then don't do it. Miniwargaming.com are not the friggin' Warhammer economy. They're not, like, setting the stand as a thing. If you're such an epic painter, then you shouldn't need miniwargaming.com. So what's the problem? What's the problem? I just don't get it. You know, like, and guys, if you're not earning money from your painting, and you're not, you know, and maybe you're just not that good, and maybe you should either look at improving, or you should just maybe rethink your efforts, and maybe just say, okay, well, for whatever reason, like, maybe I'm just not as good as I thought I was. Because I like to say, in this hobby, like, everyone's an epic painter, and, like, Games Workshop, because they think they are, and, like, Games Workshop, they're also guilty of fueling that culture. Because you'll go in there and I've done it just to troll. I've gone in and, like, dipped like a friggin' cultist in nail oil in a whitewash, and took it in and, like, showed them, and they'll be like, oh man, that's sick, man. Oh, and it's just like, you know, guys, like, you know, just give some honest feedback. You don't have to suck the dick, you know, like, completely, you know. Sorry, I'm being positive and all that. I'm just saying, okay, like, very good. Everybody should go buy stuff from Games Workshop. So basically, you know, so, yeah, and it's just kind of like that, like, and it's like, I don't know, like, how much money do you guys, like, this, you know, it's a very niche industry. All that's happened here is a whole bunch of whingers in the community have essentially just blocked an economy because of their ego. That's what they've done, probably because they were upset they didn't get asked to paint stuff. Or maybe they were upset. Guys, what are you going to get paid paint miniatures? Let me just put it to you this way. If you want to go earn money with art, do like what I did. Go work in visual effects or CG or computer games or something like that, right? You cannot expect, if you get a miniature, like, seriously, I don't care how good you are, right? If you get a miniature, right, you're never going to make your money back, like, you know, you're worthwhile on what the time it took you to paint a miniature. Once you factor in your paint costs, all this kind of stuff like that, your time and all this, the model itself, no one's going to buy a Calgar like this for like $500. Maybe one or two people, might buy it, but you're never going to be able to, there's not enough people to earn a living off it. That's what I'm saying. So generally people are going to be buying models painted for like $200-300, but even then, the hobby's really expensive, and there's so much saturation out there now. So it's basically just like, like how much money you make. And again, if you're doing it for the money, then don't complain like for Mini Wargaming doing it for the money, which I don't believe that they are. So as he said, he goes, okay, well, look, we've just ended this service. So all these people, so they're still going to hire people, but locally, like what he would have been doing in the first place, But anyway, look, and, to close on this point, to close on this conversation, look, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Am I wrong? Am I right? All that kind of stuff. What's your opinion on it? Do you think painting someone up for people and then getting a video, and then promoted to 300,000 people and plus more people who aren't even subscribed that watch the channel, do you think that's worth it, or do you think it's a scam? One thing I'd like to close on is this, right? I constantly see people in the Facebook groups, in the Reddits and things like that, saying, we need more Warhammer content, okay? Every time a new channel starts up, every time they do it, and I'm blessed, I'm lucky because I've got such an epic, loyal subscriber base here. I've got the best subscriber base on the internet, and I'll take that to the bank, which is empty because of Warhammer. But basic, I'm telling you now, like we've got on our channel, we haven't even got 1,000 subscribers, and we got comments on these videos that are literally of channels of like 8,000 subscribers. I tell you now. So I'm blessed. I'm lucky. But the thing is that like, I'm lucky because I have you guys. You've kept me going, right? So the thing is that, but I always wonder, these people. You see all these people, we need more Warhammer content. We need more this, that. We need more Warhammer. We need more videos. And then content creators come up and then everyone complains. Then the community complains about it. And I'm not going to use the word toxic because it's not toxic. But as that Mike guy said from Mini Wargaming, he feels bad now. He went to sleep and he was just like, far out. Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, man, if people think I'm trying to take advantage of them, like I remember when I first started this channel, they're gone now because they realized we were just going to succeed anyway. I had people coming on here. I'm here giving Warhammer out of my own wallet. No financial sponsors here, guys. Right? I'm here giving so far I reckon I've given out easily about like over maybe $1,500 of Warhammer out in total. Australian dollar on this channel. And there's more. There's 900 subscriber thing coming, right? Which will do the minute I have time to get back down to the post office again. That's why that's been delayed. So thanks for staying with me. But the thing is that like, these, and then these guys were coming on and literally go, oh, Steve, you're just trying to like, prey on the Warhammer community to become a YouTube star. Guys, I don't give a freak. That was just a ridiculous comment, okay? No one going to be a YouTube star in Warhammer. I can tell you that right now. And I don't even want to be a YouTube freaking star, okay? All I want to do is talk about the stuff that I love. And I've made heaps of new friends with this channel as well. And that. So like I said, guys, I got a job. I got many jobs. I got enough jobs. I don't need to add another job onto it. But at the same time, I agree with, I'm down with Mini Wargaming. It doesn't have to make money, but you at least have to cover your expenses, right? And that's all that I feel that Mini Wargaming has got to do. And for all those people who are complaining at Mini Wargaming, right? Maybe if you're that good of a painter, you shouldn't have a problem with it. You don't need Mini Wargaming, right? I'll tell you even right now, if I was to put my stuff on eBay, my stuff would sell easy. I've already had requests. I've had requests, people asking me. I had one guy wanted to buy a squad of Alpha Legion for like $800 Australian dollars. He asked me to pay it up. I said, brah, I just don't have the time with the channel, with the thing. So the thing is Is it, yeah. But anyway, everybody, look, that's my sort of discussion for today. That's sort of like my rant. Let me know in the comments down below. I hope you found this video informative. And I'll catch you in the next one, everybody. Let's end on a positive note. Warhammer Fest, epic. And now I'm going to go paint some Alpha Legion. Yeah.